This is going to be a very rambly video, I'm sorry. So just as a forewarning, this video is not going to contain any books. It's mostly just going to be a chatting video where I tell you guys what I've been doing this last couple of months and where I've been and what my plans are for my Booktube channel. So if you guys are, bored to tears just from hearing that description, go ahead and skip the video on to the next one. If not, and you want to hear what I've been up to, go ahead and keep watching, because I'm going to be blabbing. It might be a little bit of a rambly video, so feel free to skip it if it does not appeal to you. Hello everyone, it's Jess and welcome once again to my channel, Nose in a Book. I haven't filmed in so long, I feel like I am starting from scratch. Like I haven't sat in front of a camera ever before. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way, if it's been a long time since you filmed anything and then you get in front of a camera and it's like suddenly awkward for no reason. But that is me right now, so I'm sorry if this video is a little bit rambly. So today I'm going to be talking about where I have been and what I've been up to since I last posted a video. So this video, needless to say, has been long overdue. It has been 2 months since I have posted anything, and to be honest, I'm kind of happy about that. Not that I'm happy that I've been absent for so long, but I feel like a lot of things happened during this last couple of months that needed to happen, so it's been a really good last couple of months, and I kind of wanted to tell you guys all about it, so I'm just going to kind of tell you guys what I've been up to since July. So in July, we had Booktubeathon, and I posted a couple of vlog videos, and I posted a couple of challenge videos, but I didn't even post a wrap-up. So prior to Booktubeathon, I had already been like absent for a while, and it was because every time I sat down in front of the camera and filmed something, I was utterly unhappy with it. I would go back and try to edit it and I couldn't find the good parts, if you know what I mean. Like when you go to edit a video and you're like, yeah, there's really nothing here that I can use. And I was trying to do some different types of videos than I have done before. I was trying to do some reviews and some other things like that, and they just weren't going well. It was really not good. And I just think I was uncomfortable for some reason, and I don't know why. And I honestly think now, looking back, it was just because I was feeling burnt out. So when Booktubeathon came along, I tried to like spur myself back into filming, and I was gonna like film and post something every day, and I kind of burnt myself out even more. So it ended up, rather than really jumping back into my YouTube channel, I just kind of ended up taking a step back for a couple of months, and I'm really glad that I did that. So there were some other factors that went into this. I had a wedding to attend in August. My best friend's younger sister was getting married, and I was asked to sing at the reception. I was so honored, so I was preparing for that, and then it was actually in Washington State, and so I had to prepare flight and like time off of work and all of that, and so I just didn't really have time to pre-film anything, of course, that could be posted while I was away. And I'm really glad that I took that time, because honestly, I had never been to Washington State before. It's been years and years since I've flown. I hadn't really taken a vacation. So it was a really great time for me. Honestly, I was just happy that I took that break. And so when I went to Washington, like I said, I've never been there before. Oh my gosh, it took my breath away. It is so beautiful. I was in a smaller town kind of right outside of Seattle, and oh my gosh. So I decided one morning, the first morning that we were there, that I was gonna go on a walk in a park or something. So I like just map quested, that's old school. So I just looked up on my phone like where the nearest park was, and I went there and I was like, oh, this is nice, there's grass and trees, and then I happened to see like all these trees to one side, and so I was like, I'll just go take a look in these trees, and it ended up being like literally an entire forest, and I spent an hour and a half hiking in this gorgeous forest. And I am from the desert, so maybe some of you who live in more tree filled places wouldn't have called this a forest, but to me this was like a full-on Lord of the Rings traversing through a forest to deliver the ring to, it was epic, and I was so happy. It's so green, it smelled so beautiful. I got to feel moss for the first time. I know that this all sounds very normal to probably a lot of you, but as a desert child, I have never felt moss. I wanted to make a blanket out of it. It was so soft. So I will try to insert a couple of pictures in here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. It was absolutely beautiful, and I hiked every single morning that we were there for in the upwards of 1.5 to 2 hours every single morning. I just could not stay in bed when that beautiful wilderness was out there calling my name. So I didn't get much reading done during that time, but I do not regret it at all, and I'm really glad that I took the time away from YouTube so that I could go and explore the real world. Once we got back from the wedding, I fully planned on jumping right in again with my videos, but unfortunately I was a little bit jet lagged and I basically slept for almost like a week. If I wasn't working or something, I was sleeping. Then we come to September, which I was definitely planning on starting my videos again in September, right? Wrong. I had been wanting to do a lot of stuff around my apartment for quite some time. There were some boxes I hadn't even gone through when we first moved in, and we've lived in this apartment for like over 4 years now, and they were in my closet, not having been gone through. And on top of that, there was a whole bunch of other stuff that I wanted to do around the apartment. So I just kind of started getting to work and slowly chipping away at that. So I did a lot of work around my apartment. My room looks absolutely gorgeous now. I'm so much happier in it. I kind of redecorated stuff and replaced and reorganized everything. If you guys are interested in having like a room tour slash like bookshelf tour, I would be more than happy to do that. Just let me know down in the comments so that I can know that that's something you guys want to see. But yeah, so I was very happy to have taken that time, and then again to take that time for myself. I've been doing more yoga, I've been exercising more, I've been taking care of myself, and I can honestly say I wouldn't have had time to do any of those things if I had been focusing on my Booktube channel. Another thing I wouldn't have had time for is reading. Do you guys ever feel like YouTube interferes with your reading? Like, we are here to talk about books, but the time that I have to be reading those books, a lot of times I'm trying to film or watch YouTube channels and getting more books on my TBR pile, and then like trying to edit my videos, and you can't really like edit a video while listening to an audiobook or while reading. It doesn't work. Like, you're hearing two things at once. It just does not work. If you can edit a video of yourself and also listen to an audiobook, I salute you, and I wish I had your superpower. So I am very happy that I took this long break. That being said, I've missed all of you guys so much. This last month, end of the month of September, I've been really like watching all of your videos and catching up on some things. I still have like 130 videos in my watch later list, but I'm trying to catch up. It really started inspiring me to get back on and be a part of the community again and really talk to you guys and hang out and talk about the books we've been reading. I feel like I've missed so much, but also, like I said, I'm really happy I took this break. So one of the things that really inspired me to start filming again and have not as much pressure on myself was the chit chat video that Amber from Amber Eats Books posted regarding kind of the stress of Booktube and how much like the pressure of filming and stuff was like doing to her. And I had been feeling the exact same way a couple of months ago, and I just feel like maybe I wasn't dealing with it, and I was kind of like, instead of having fun, which is what this whole thing was about, I was trying to force myself to have time for all of the things and not having time for them. And so I was really happy that she posted about that and talked about and addressed that issue, because I really related to it. So if any of you guys can relate to anything that I'm talking about, please take some time for yourselves and don't feel guilty about it. It is so nice to step away from social media, from like the life that you try to live in front of other people to focus on yourself and the life you're living on your own and experiencing life rather than just experiencing it through a camera. And I love social media because I've made so many friends I would never know in real life because we live literally across the state or across the world from each other. But I also sometimes hate it because I end up living so much of my life through this tiny phone screen rather than actually experiencing things in my everyday. So if you guys are ever feeling that way and you just want to take a step back, I encourage you, don't feel guilty, go do that, because I can honestly say it was so helpful for me this last couple of months, and I feel like I have so much more to bring to my channel now because I've taken that time for myself. So there's my little soapbox rant. So I'm really happy to be back. I have so many books that I have read over the past couple of months that I want to talk to you guys about and let you guys know what I've been up to reading wise, and I'm going to save that for another video because I don't want this one to be too long. I just want to tell you guys where I've been and what I've been up to. So that all being said, I have a couple of new goals for my Booktube channel that I'm very excited about. I'm going to try to set myself weekly goals because I know that setting myself an overall goal right now is not going to just be as attainable as some of those things that I can do a little bit at a time. My goal for this week is to post a video every day. Now, I know I said that like turned me off way before when I was doing Booktube-a-thon. But because I've had the time to step back and take a look at some things, I'm going to be pre-filming some of these videos. I want to have one up every day for at least 1 week so that I feel like I'm just jumping back in full speed ahead with all these ideas that I have. And not because I want to catch up, but because I just have so much to say. And so many things that I want to talk about. Second goal that I have for this coming week is to pre-film videos for when I'm not feeling as motivated. Because one of the things that I experienced this year with my Booktube channel is that I would be motivated a lot of the time to film and I wouldn't have time. But then when I had the time, I was not at all motivated. I was so tired and like wanted to just laze around and watch an episode of something on Netflix or read my book. And I didn't want to film. So I want to have videos set aside, pre-filmed, pre-edited, so that when I am going to post something, even if I don't feel like filming or feel like editing, I can just post something right then and there. Another thing that is a goal for this week for me is to post a weekly wrap-up at the end. I don't know if this will work for me. I haven't really tried it yet. Something I've been wanting to do the last couple of months as I'm thinking about where I want my YouTube channel to go, what I want to be doing with it, is I want to do monthly TBRs and monthly wrap-ups, but I want those to be a bit shorter so that I'm not just blabbing on and on about like all the books that I read. And some months that will be easy because it'll be like 3 books. Other months I might have read like 13 books and I don't want to have like a 2-hour-long video of me talking about books. Some people really like long videos, and I like long videos because I'll listen to them, you know, while I'm cleaning my house or something like that, and I really enjoy them. But honestly, I want to have like a reasonable amount of length, but I still want to be able to talk about all the things that I liked or didn't like about the books that I've read. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do weekly wrap-ups as well as my monthly wrap-ups and monthly TBRs so that you guys can be a little bit more in the know about what I'm reading and how I'm feeling about it at the time that I'm reading it, rather than trying to remember everything at the end of the month when I'm like going through all the books that I've read. So for this week, we're going to see if that works out, and if I like it, then we're going to keep it. And then one more goal that I have for this channel for the next couple of months, just to see if it works out, is I want to try doing more reading vlogs. I've been watching a lot of vlogs and I've been really enjoying them. I love seeing people's reactions to books that they're currently reading. I love seeing their life as they go along and like reading books and trying to fit that into their schedule, because it really helps me know that when I don't have time to read, it's not a crime. If I have a whole day where I haven't read anything, it's okay. And so I want to try it out. I want to see how I like vlogging. And then my plan is to kind of work through these things so that when it comes to 2018, I can set some more reading / booktube goals for myself that I see myself fulfilling during that time. So yeah, that's a lot to talk about in one video, but hopefully this all makes sense. I would love to hear in the comments how you guys are handling different things with Booktube, different Booktube stresses. If you guys have ever felt this way, if you are currently on a break and you happen to be watching my video, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and it resonated with you. And I will see you tomorrow with my next video. Bye.